Welcome to Tassie's Football Fix for another week. I'm Damien Gill from FFT, and as always, I'm joined by Alex Luttrell from the Mercury to talk through a big week of the Victory League. Well, Alex, Zebras go 7 straight and sets up for quite a showdown with South Hobart.
Yeah, mate, they got a huge result on Saturday. Big game coming up this weekend, but first off, last Friday night, Northern Rangers getting the chocolates against Launceston City. Clean sweep in the Launceston Mitsubishi Mazda Derby Cup. 2-0 victors in the end. They were held to 0-0 until the 71st minute when Shane Brassington broke through a penalty after Ute Towns was dragged down in the box. So quite surprising there that no goals were scored beforehand given Launceston's form. Aidan Rigby then, towards the end of the match, sealed it with another goal, and he ended up claiming the John McKenna medal for best of field across the 3 Derby games this season.
Not too surprising at all. The next game of the round was the start of a double header at KG5. South Hobart took the points. They put 5 past Glenorchy Knights in a big win for them, but you got to say the Knights showed a little. The first goal came within 27 seconds, Alex Luttrell. It was Andy Brennan who struck. The second goal was a strange one. It came a little later in the half. It was around the half-hour mark, and it saw Hugh Ludford secure a second from the spot after Braden Mann was collected in the air by Alex Woodham.
Yeah.
In the second half, South Hobart ran away with it. They struck really early through Braden Mann, and then a really good goal from Connor Cass, his first touch after coming on as a substitute. We've seen him as a super sub this year for quite a while. He rocketed one into the back of the net, and then Braden Mann scored late on in the piece to make it a 5-0 drubbing of the Glenorchy Knights.
Yeah, brilliant, mate.
The next match in the double header was another big result. Tilford Zebras taking the chocolates there over Devonport in what was a fiery encounter.
Yeah, mate, 6 yellow cards in all in that one. A real bruising match. The Zebras are getting their second win over Devonport this season. Really good result for them. 7th straight, which is just incredible considering the form that South Hobart have been in this season. And they've obviously got them this weekend, so really, it's going to really count if they can continue that form. Alex Lazinski led the way with a hat-trick. He netted the first one in the 27th minute, a long Kurt Engels throw. He headed it in off the underside of the crossbar over Eves. It just crossed the line, though. Correct decision from referee Ivan Jazelic to award that a goal. Then netted a penalty. This one was a little bit controversial, mate. The shirt pulled by Mitch Blake on Henry Fagg in the 45th minute. Penalty was converted by Lazinski, but benefit of the doubt to Jazelic again. I think we didn't really see it from where we were sitting. Second half, all one-way traffic, mate. The Zebras dominating, shots on target, possession, they were really good. Lazinski rounded out from the spot again, his hat-trick. So Corey Vickers brought down Adam McEwen. This one is a little bit more clear-cut. I think Vickers was lucky to stay on the park, actually, because he was on a yellow card at that stage. And then, mate, goal of the year contender from DWAYNE Walsh in the 60th minute. He sent in a cross, right, and headed out by Bradley Chilcott, by the strikers. It bounced left-footed half volley across goal into the top right-hand corner. Definitely goal of the year for mine. I'd have to look back on a few of them, but that one made it 4-0, and what a sensational way to do it.
Give him the award now, I think. I think there's no way you can top that. The only thing that was better than the actual goal itself was the celebration. Yeah. Absolutely ridiculous. He went crazy, but I got to admit, if I scored something like that, I'd go crazy myself. It was a great goal by DWAYNE Walsh, and for a second I think he thought he was Tim Cahill.
Yeah, he did, or Cristiano Ronaldo.
Absolutely, absolutely. The last game of the round, continued the top 4 dominance. Olympia, far too good for Kingborough Lions at their home, Warrior Park.
Yeah, mate, it was a real one-sided affair from the get-go, that one. Eduardo Cabello starred. He had a hand in 4 of the first 4 goals, so it ended up 5-0 in the end. He netted a 30-yard free kick that young Lions keeper Rowan Gillam probably should have saved. It was going more centrally than anything, and he managed to bundle it into the bottom right corner. So that set the Warriors on the way in the 3rd minute. Then in the 5th, Cabello sent in a corner. It was hammered home in the end by Alex Holmes. Then the 6th, another corner. The set players, they loved them on Saturday night. This one was headed home by Warren Wadawu, and then another corner. In the 28th minute, this time tapped home by Alex Holmes again from Cabello corner. And at 4-0 at half-time, mate, it was game over before even half an hour. But Manuel Sequeiros managed to round out and ice the cake at 5-0 with a penalty in the 68th minute.
Yeah, dominant display by the Warriors. We're on to round 16 now in the Victory League, and as we said a little bit earlier, it's a cracking round with some huge fixtures. The first one, down at the Lions' Den. Kingborough Lions host Lonnie City in what is a battle of the cellar dwellers. Who do you like for this one?
Mate, I reckon Colin Robbins will get his first win as the Lions coach. 3-1 victors, I reckon they're going to be over Launceston City. What about you, mate?
Well, let's face it, both teams need a win. I liked what I saw from Lonnie City, only seeing the highlights, but they showed a lot on Friday night. And as you said, Colin Robbins needs a win. He's had a baptism of fire into the top coaching reins. I am going with Lonnie City but with no real conviction. I think this one could go either way.
You're feeling brave, mate.
Slightly. Next game of the round on Saturday sees Devonport return back to their Fortress Valley Road, and they host Olympia Warriors.
Mate, I reckon this one's going to be up there with the games of the round. We already know that Olympia can beat the Strikers up at Valley Road. I'm going to go with them again this time around. I reckon 3-1 again. I like the 3-1 scoreline this weekend. I reckon Warriors will get up 3-1.
I'm going a draw. I'm not so brave on that one. I think Devonport are just too good at home. They make it so tough. And Olympia have already got 3 points there this season. If they could get 6, that'd be quite the result. But I think they'll only get another 1 this time. We're on to Sunday, and Northern Rangers host Glenorchy Knights. First game of Sunday from 1 p.m. at NTCA.
I think this one will be a little bit more one-sided, mate. I reckon the Rangers will run out 4-0 victors. They'll run over the top of the Knights up there.
Don't agree entirely. I agree the Rangers will win. But I think the Knights are starting to show a little bit in patches, and I think they'll do much the same this time, but they won't get the points, and I think Rangers will get another win there up at the NTCA. Last game of the round is probably the biggest game of the Victory League this year. Top of the table, South Hobart versus Tilford Zebras. A lot of people dubbing this one as a title decider. Who do you like in this?
Mate, high stakes. The highest stakes this season. A win for the Zebras. They go 3 points behind South. A loss, they go 9 points behind. And you'd have to think with 5 games after this round, you'd think it's game over if it isn't already. I'm going to go with Tilford Zebras for this one. I'm going to go 3-2. I reckon a last-minute goal. I'm not sure who from, but I just got a feeling that the Zebras will get this one over the line and give the title challenge a little bit more hope. But still, even if they win, mate, it's going to be very tough from here on in.
Definitely. I'm going with the draw. Sitting on the fence on this one.
Come on,
Zebras
mate.
in red-hot form, probably the form team of the competition. South Hobart getting the job done, but probably not playing the football we're used to seeing from them. I think a draw and a few more twists and turns to come in this Victory League season just quite yet.
You fence sitter, mate.
Fence sitter indeed. Without doubt, Ludders, this is the game of the season. If you haven't watched Victory League football this year, head along on Sunday to Darcy Street. It's just must watch.
Mate, can't say it enough. You have to get around to this game. It's absolutely massive.
Yeah, huge game. That's all we've got time for today on Tassie's Football Fix. We'll join you next week with all the fallout from that, the biggest game of the year. Bye for now.
Comes to Cass, and Cass makes an immediate impact, smashes this one into the bottom left.
Oh, as we see the ball get played through to Brennan. Brennan with a left foot shot. Oh, and he's just...